I've been looking for an air fryer without the usual nonstick basket, and that's how I found this glass bowl air fryer. It is also called a halogen air fryer, and I liked the idea of having my food cook in glass instead of against a nonstick coating. It is really easy to use, too. You just set the temperature and timer, and because the whole bowl is glass, you can actually see how the food is getting on. I have left the link below if you want to check out this air fryer later. To test it out properly, I wanted to see if I could make my usual roast chicken dinner in it. Cooking a whole chicken seemed like a pretty good way to find out what this glass bowl air fryer could really do. First, I'm going to brine the chicken, and I usually do this the night before so it can sit in the fridge for about 12 hours. If you do not have time though, you can skip the brining. The chicken will still turn out great. This is just an extra step that helps make it even juicier. Stir 3 tablespoons of salt into 3 liters or 12 2/3 cups of cold water until the salt has dissolved. Place the chicken in a container large enough to hold it comfortably. Pour over the brine and make sure it is fully covered. Put the lid on the container, then leave the chicken in the fridge for about 12 hours. Next, dry the chicken really well with kitchen towel, especially around the breast, legs, and wings. The drier the skin, the better it will crisp up in the air fryer. I also like to add a little flavor inside the chicken. Put half a lemon, a few garlic cloves, and a small handful of fresh sage into the cavity. As it cooks, they add a really nice flavor and smell to the roast chicken. Next, rub the chicken all over with a little light olive oil. I like to use just enough to lightly coat the skin, making sure you get over the breast, legs, wings, and underneath. The oil helps the skin brown nicely in the air fryer and gives it that lovely roasted finish. Wrap the ends of the drumsticks and the wing tips with small pieces of aluminum foil. Those thinner parts can brown much faster than the rest of the chicken, so the foil helps stop them from getting too dark while the chicken finishes cooking. You only need enough foil to cover the very ends, not the whole legs or wings. Place the chicken on the low rack in the air fryer with the breast facing down, so it starts cooking from the back first, but we can turn it over later. I also like to add some small potatoes around the chicken on the rack. They roast alongside the chicken, and because they are small, they cook through really nicely. Just rub them with a little olive oil first, then add a bit of salt or whatever other seasoning you like. Air fry the chicken at 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm using a fairly small whole chicken here, about 1.2 kilograms or 2.5 pounds, and it takes about 1 hour to cook. After 30 minutes, turn the chicken over so the breast is facing up, then let it cook for another 30 minutes. Before taking it out, check the thickest part with a meat thermometer. Once it reaches at least 74 degrees Celsius or 165 degrees Fahrenheit, it is ready. The chicken came out juicy, golden, and really tasty, and I was genuinely impressed with how well this glass bowl air fryer handled a whole roast chicken. Still not sure about this halogen air fryer? Check out my air fryer chicken legs next. I cooked them in this glass bowl air fryer too, and they came out crispy on the outside, juicy in the middle, and full of flavor.